Call the police. Tell the sheriff I shot him. Tell him he's still on loose. I had to do it. I had to do it. He's like, why not? Call the police. Tell the sheriff I shot him. Tell him he's still on the loose. I just had to do it, guys. I just had to do it. And this is what I'm talking about. The legendary Donald Pleasance, greatest performance or greatest moments in the Halloween franchise. He was only in 5 of them. But I got to tell you, man, I got quite a few, but there's one that I really enjoy. The second runner-up is a good one too, but it is very, very hard to not like these films. And the way Donald performed in the film, it was supposed to be serious. It's serious, but the way he brought it, it was more funny than anything. I love the fact when you get to the point in the very first film, right after Michael escapes Smith's Grove in the station wagon, he goes to the aid of nurse. I'm going to call her Marion Chambers or Marion Winnington because that's who she is in H2O as well. Evil is gone from here. The evil is gone. And he confronts, Win earlier in the film. It was like, for Christ's sake, Sam, he can't even drive a car. Well, he was doing very good last night. Maybe somebody around here gave him lessons. Not really many funny moments in the first film. I've always loved the second film from 1981 because it's the night that Dr. Loomis goes nuts. Basically, it was like right after he shot him 6 times in the first film, and the look on his face when he sees that he is missing after the fall. After he goes, when he talks to Lori and goes back after over to look over the balcony, and there he is, he's gone. He goes out, walks out of the Doyle house, and then basically looks at the ground where he shot him. There's blood. Never comes out. What's going on out here? Call the police. Tell the sheriff I shot him. Tell him he's still on loose. Is this a joke? I've been trick-or-treated to death tonight. You don't know what death is. Some great dialogue. I love the dialogue of the film. The whole thing with Donald running afterwards, and then it shows Michael in first-person view in an alleyway, and here comes Sam Loomis running down the street. And here comes Brackett, pulls up in the car, and Loomis is like this, I shot him 6 times. And then Brackett's like, you what? I shot him 6 times. I shot him in the heart. I shot him 6 times. This guy, this man, he's not human. I had to do it. I had to do it because this is something I've never talked about. The other one from part 2 from Halloween 1981 is when he's in there loading his revolver gun, and Brackett says, would you put that thing away? You couldn't have shot him 6 times. You think I'm lying, Sheriff? There's no way no man can take 6 lives. I'm not lying. I'm telling you, this isn't a man. And all of a sudden he hears kids giggle. And the way Donald looks, and he tells Brackett, when Loomis looks, he tells Brackett, over there, look, slow down, look. The car stops. He gets out, he's running, and he's got that, Loomis has got that long trench coat on, right? And he's running, he's got the revolver out. Kids are on the sidewalk trick-or-treating. He thinks Ben Tramer is Michael Myers, right? So he says, get back, you kids. Stop. Come to find out, it's not even come to find out later in the film when they go for the dental record, go for the autopsy. The dental records, the autopsist says he's 17. It says the kid says 17 years old. Okay, no fillings or fillings or something. But I mean, it was crazy. It was fun, man. The second film has got by far some good dialogue. Then you get to Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. It's when uh, it's when you see Dr. Loomis for the first time. He goes into Hoffman's office. Why wasn't I notified? Something about why was I notified? You let them, or he was like, you let them take it out of here. We're not talking about any ordinary prisoner, Hoffman. We're talking about evil on two legs. But the epic part comes, when Loomis comes face to face with Michael after events of 10 years later, after events of Halloween 2, for the very first time in that filling station, right? So he sees the bodies. He goes to use that payphone that's on the wall. Of course, the cord is, all disconnected. He takes the phone, slams it down. Then he slowly turns, and he looks right at Michael. Michael's on the other side. He's in the kitchen part. Still got the bandages and stuff on his face, right? So he says, Michael, and all of a sudden, Loomis is in like a trance. It's in like a full-on trance. Like he can't believe what he's seeing. I knew this day would come. And then he ends up dropping his cane. I thought that was epic. That was so epic when he dropped his cane. If you want another victim, tell me. But leave those people in peace. Don't go to Haddonfield. Just some great, great stuff, guys. And it's like, Michael, God damn you. And he takes it and shoots the revolver and stuff. It was really good. It was really good. The other scene in that is when he meets Ben Meeker for the very first time. And Ben doesn't believe him. You mean Jamie Lloyd? Michael Myers has never laid eyes on his niece. And how could he know that he had a niece? That's crazy. Well, from the paramedics, but how did he know? Unless he had been awake the whole entire time for 10 years, just sitting there waiting like he did for years before he broke out in 1978. So in order for Loomis to convince Ben Meeker that Michael's here, and I'm going to demonstrate it. Okay, you guys might laugh. I'm going to demonstrate it. 6 bodies, Sheriff. That's what I've seen between here and Ridgemont. A filling station in flames. I tell you, Michael Myers is here in this town. He's here to kill a little girl and anybody that gets in his way. And then Meeker comes up, and I forgot what Meeker had said. And I'm assuming that your story is true. And then Loomis is again, it's true, Sheriff. That was so great. That was so great. I just love that. I love that. And then to top it all off, it was at the very end when Jamie stabs her foster mother, and then foster mother scream, and then Loomis goes halfway up the steps where it has a half landing. You go up like the first set, then it's a landing, and then there's another set that goes all the way up to the upstairs. He stops there, and all of a sudden you hear him saying, "No, no, no!" And he pulls out the gun, and of course Meeker stops him and stuff like that before he can even do anything, but. That was pretty epic. We get to Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. I know a lot of people criticize the mask and everything else. I think the mask for him was very, very eerie in this film, but Loomis in this one is on the brinks of just falling apart. There's a scene that he thinks Jamie's protecting Michael. He goes nuts. She's laying in her bed. She's got the bed food tray that goes over the bed, He goes he gets that really, really, not evil look, but his eyes get real big, and he's like really desperate. But you know where he is, and stuff like that. And the biggest thing I loved about the film, was the third act inside the Myers house. It's different. It's like a Gothic mansion type building. When Loomis gets really close to Myers, and he gets really, really close to him, and he tries to trick him, and Myers wasn't buying it, right? So it was like before, I think it was before the stunt double did the whole throw thing as Loomis, where Loomis gets thrown by Michael. It felt realistic. It felt like Donald Pleasance. I mean, that part was kind of funny, but the thing when Loomis tricks Myers, gets him in that trap with the chain netting, and the way he's shooting that dart gun at him, that was hilarious. But to top it all off is the 2x4, whacking him, die, Michael, die. And when you see Michael's first person point of view through the chain net, you can see Loomis is really whacking him. It was like he stops, he was like this, and he starts swinging like he's swinging for a home run, you know. That was very epic. There wasn't really nothing funny in Halloween 6 to curse Michael Myers with him in that. I think the best performance of him in that film was when he goes to the Strode house, which is Michael Myers' house. He goes to talk to Deb Strode. Telling Deb Strode about Michael Myers. This force, this thing that lived inside of him, it contaminated his soul. That was pretty cool. But to go ahead and sum everything up in this live stream for the best part of Dr. Sam Loomis, and this, again, this is my number one pick, the greatest moment of all time. The greatest moment. Is when he says, I shot him 6 times, Sheriff Lee Brackett. And then him thinking Ben Tramer was Michael Myers chasing after him. That was epic. Now, if you go ahead and are on YouTube and type in the search Halloween 2 1981 trailer, I laugh every single time I play that trailer because it starts out as a black screen. You hear Jamie Lee Curtis or Laurie Strode screaming. You hear the 6 shots being shot, and then over that you hear Loomis say, shortly after that, I shot him 6 times. I shot him in the heart. So epic. I mean, I just laugh at that because just the way he portrayed Dr. Sam Loomis was incredible. It was so incredible. It was so believable, guys. It was so believable. And I know that there's a lot of Malcolm McDowell fans out there. Possibly, I'm pretty sure there is. There's maybe a lot of fans of his portrayal of Loomis, but you cannot beat the OG. You cannot, and you never will. You never have. I mean, you can go ahead in the David Gordon Green Halloween trilogy with the guy that stood in to be Dr. Loomis. He came close to looking like him, but you can tell how close it really wasn't. He didn't really look anything like him. But I did see that dude at a convention, and he kind of reminded me of Donald Pleasance, the way he looked. But they did a good job in that, but it just wasn't it just doesn't feel right, you know. To me, the Halloween franchise pretty much ended with Pleasance and with Halloween 6. But, I'm a big fan of Halloween H2O. I'm a big fan of Resurrection. A lot of fans don't like that one. But, hey, it is what it is. Those are the 2 movies that didn't have Dr. Loomis in them, that Michael Myers centered because, Pleasance died before he finished making Halloween 6. But originally Christopher Lee was going to get the role. But he turned it down. He was offered the role, but he turned it down. Thank God Christopher Lee turned down the role because I don't think those lines of dialogue that I just put on display here would even sound right. They probably wouldn't even have the same effect as if Donald Pleasance hadn't done them. But I mean, it is what it is. What more can you say? You got that one famous liner called "Cookie Woman" when he's trying to talk to Jamie's probably pretty much mute throughout the whole first half of the film of Halloween 5. The whole thing with her uh, playing deaf or being mute the whole entire time, which was, kind of incredible for what Daniel Harris was able to do until until the character was able to speak. But yeah, a lot of great Donald Pleasance performance in these, and like I said, the number one, I'll repeat it again, the number one is Halloween 2 from 1981 with his epic performances. I Shot Him 6 Times. The Call the police, tell the sheriff I shot him. Tell him he's still on the loose. Get back, you kids. Stuff like that. Yeah, those are great epic performances, man. You can't go wrong. You can't beat them. But yeah, with further ado, guys, it's a very short live stream I got here. You'll never ever see another Donald Pleasance. He was one of a kind. I could imagine if he was alive today, if he was able to do conventions, how long his lines would have been. Because I know the most famous quote probably would have been, I shot him 6 times on any poster. But I don't think he would actually I don't know if he would actually write the whole dialogue out for when he meets Ben Mika for the first time, describing to him, warning him that Michael's on his way here to Haddonfield. But you just never know. Some celebrities will write long quotes. It depends if they're to it or not. But yeah, smash that like button, subscribe. Let me know in the comment sections below. What is your favorite Donald Pleasance, Dr. Loomis performance across the 5 films that he was in? You already know mine. So without further ado, take care. See you guys later, and have a great Saturday night.